Right now, at this exact moment, a robot the size of a grand piano is racing through space at 32,000 miles per hour. It's so far away that sunlight, which takes 8 minutes to reach Earth, takes over 7 hours to reach it. And here's the mind-blowing part. This spacecraft has already completed its mission, but it refuses to die. And what it's discovering in the darkness beyond Pluto is rewriting everything we thought we knew about the edge of our solar system. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why New Horizons' journey through dying light might be the most important space mission you've never heard of. Let me set the scene. When NASA launched New Horizons in 2006, they gave it one job: get to Pluto, snap some photos, and give us our first real look at the solar system's most mysterious world. The spacecraft did that perfectly in 2015. Remember those stunning images of Pluto's heart-shaped glacier? Mission accomplished, right? Time to retire. But here's where it gets weird. Instead of shutting down, New Horizons kept going. And now, nearly 5 billion miles from Earth, it's sending back data that has astronomers completely baffled. Because out there, in the cosmic darkness, the light isn't behaving the way it should. Okay, imagine you're standing in the middle of the desert at midnight. You turn off your flashlight. It's dark, right? But not completely dark. There's starlight, moonlight, maybe some distant city glow. Now imagine removing everything. The moon, the cities, even the stars. That's what NASA wanted New Horizons to measure. What's called the cosmic optical background. Basically, how bright is the universe when you subtract everything we know about? Simple question, except the answer is impossible. New Horizons detected light that shouldn't exist. Even after accounting for all known galaxies, all known stars, there's still a mysterious glow, twice as bright as it should be. And I'm going to tell you exactly what scientists think is causing this in a minute. But first, you need to understand why this measurement is so absurdly difficult. See, even out past Pluto, New Horizons isn't in true darkness. The spacecraft has to deal with what astronomers call zodiacal light. That's sunlight scattering off dust particles in our solar system. Think of it like trying to see stars from inside a snow globe. Even the faintest particles create a haze. So the New Horizons team had to wait for perfect conditions. They pointed the spacecraft away from the sun, away from the galactic plane, away from any nearby planets. They powered down every single LED and instrument that could create stray light. Then they waited. It's like closing your eyes in a dark room for 5 minutes. At first, you see nothing, but slowly, impossibly faint details emerge. Your eyes adapt. New Horizons cameras did the same thing, and what they saw changed everything. When the data came back in 2021, mission scientist Mark Postman told reporters something incredible. It's like turning off all the lights in a room and still seeing a glow you can't explain. So what is causing this ghost light? Scientists have 3 theories, and each one is more fascinating than the last. Maybe our galaxy counts are wrong. Perhaps there are countless ultra-faint dwarf galaxies we haven't detected yet, each one too dim to see individually, but collectively creating this background glow. Think of it like looking at a distant city at night. You can't see individual house lights, but together they create a visible dome of light. This is the conservative explanation. But here's the problem. We'd need a lot more galaxies than current models predict. Like, potentially millions more. Now this one's wild. When galaxies collide, which happens more than you'd think, stars get flung out into the void. These orphan stars don't belong to any galaxy. They're cosmic nomads, drifting alone in intergalactic space. Some estimates suggest up to half of all stars in the universe might be these wanderers. And if that's true, it means our understanding of galactic structure is fundamentally broken. But there's a third theory that's even stranger. What if dark matter, that invisible stuff that makes up 85% of the universe's mass, isn't completely dark? Some theoretical physicists propose that dark matter particles occasionally decay, releasing tiny amounts of light. Over cosmic timescales, across the entire observable universe, this could create exactly the kind of glow New Horizons detected. If this is real, it would be our first ever direct observation of dark matter doing anything other than pulling on things with gravity. It would revolutionize physics. But here's where it gets interesting. Remember that 7-hour sunlight delay I mentioned? Every year, New Horizons travels another 200 million miles farther from the sun, which means the sunlight, already weak, gets even dimmer. And here's the cruel irony. As the background light gets easier to measure, the spacecraft's ability to measure it gets weaker. New Horizons doesn't run on solar panels. Out there, solar panels would be useless. The sun looks like just another bright star. Instead, it has a plutonium power source. A radioactive battery, basically, that converts heat from plutonium decay into electricity. When it launched, this produced about 200 watts of power. That's roughly equivalent to 2 old-school incandescent light bulbs. Not much. But now, it's down to 170 watts, and it drops about 4 watts every year. By 2035, New Horizons will be running on less power than your laptop charger. Think about this for a second. This spacecraft is so far away that if it sent us a message right now, traveling at the speed of light, it would take over 7 hours to reach us. When mission controllers send a command, they have to wait 14 hours for confirmation it worked. New Horizons is currently the farthest human-made object that's still functioning and communicating with us. Voyager 1 is farther, but it's left the solar system entirely and entered interstellar space. And every day, New Horizons gets lonelier. The light around it fades. Its power diminishes. The data takes longer to arrive. But it keeps working. It keeps measuring. It keeps sending whispers across the darkness. Why? Because what it's discovering matters. So let's bring this home. Why should you care about mysterious light at the edge of the solar system? 3 reasons. If the excess light comes from hidden galaxies, it means the early universe was far more complex than we thought. Our models of how galaxies formed after the Big Bang would need major revisions. That affects everything from dark energy calculations to the universe's ultimate fate. If it's orphan stars, we've been mapping the universe wrong. We thought galaxies were islands, separated by empty darkness. But actually, there might be as much starlight between galaxies as inside them. The universe isn't islands in an ocean. It's more like foam, interconnected, boundless. And if it's dark matter decay, we're witnessing something no human has ever seen before. For decades, dark matter has been physics' greatest mystery. We know it's there because of how it affects gravity, but we've never detected it directly. New Horizons' dying light measurements might be the first crack in that wall. But here's the tragedy. New Horizons has maybe 10-15 years left, maybe less. Scientists are racing against entropy itself. Every year, they get one shot at these darkness measurements, when the spacecraft's position is perfect and the instruments can spare the power. They're planning observations for 2024, 2025, every year, until the power finally runs out. And when it does, New Horizons will go silent. It'll keep drifting, of course. Newton's laws don't stop working. In about 40,000 years, it'll pass within a few light years of another star. Long after human civilization has either spread to the stars or gone extinct, this little robot will still be out there carrying a message we encoded in 2006, still chasing the dying light. So here's what we know. There's light in the universe we can't explain. It's either revealing hidden galaxies, illuminating a cosmic web of orphan stars, or showing us dark matter for the first time. And the only instrument we have to solve this mystery is billions of miles away, powered by decaying plutonium, racing into darkness on a one-way trip. That's why New Horizons' journey through dying light isn't just important, it's potentially the key to understanding what the universe is actually made of. Sometimes the most profound discoveries happen at the edge of our reach, in the last moments before the light goes out.